Hey guys, welcome to another Man Room Cigar Review with Dave and Tony. Today we're doing the Camacho American Barrel Aged Cigar.
Now, American is really important to the title of this cigar. It has an American broadleaf wrapper and binder with a very interesting filler. It's a Pennsylvania Maduro broadleaf filler mixed with a Honduran Corojo.
Yeah, and that's a blend you're not going to find every day.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, most of the tobacco that we smoke is going to come out of, Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic. This was grown in the Dominican Republic.
It was with American tobacco.
With American tobacco. So this is as American as you can make it, pretty much.
That's right. We have to salute the cigar.
We do have to salute the cigar.
Now, the other interesting part about that label is bourbon.
Yeah.
My ears perked up.
It's a barrel-aged cigar.
Yep.
So they took the tobacco and they actually aged it in barrels. And what they would do is they would rotate the tobacco as it was aging in barrels every couple weeks. They'd take all the leaves out, put it in a new barrel. Makes it a really interesting, complex flavor, and definitely something that you don't see every day.
Yeah, especially over a 5-month period. That's very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, most barrel aging takes that long, but you don't usually barrel age tobacco.
Right.
So,
I'm definitely getting some slight touches from the bourbon through the flavor profile already.
Yeah, it's almost as if you can taste the oak straight away, right as soon as you start the cigar, which is cool. We're both fans of bourbon, huge fans of bourbon. So we're very familiar with that flavor, and it's definitely pleasant.
Yes.
As soon as you start the cigar, you get it right away. There's really no spice or pepper or anything in the cigar either. I'm getting none of that. It's very smooth.
It's very smooth, and I'm getting like a deep, kind of a hearty sweetness to it.
Yes, I completely agree with you. It's almost as if I'm smoking a bourbon.
Yes,
and I'm enjoying that so far.
Very much.
Yeah, it's definitely something different. I think they should probably make more of these.
The size we're going through, it's a very meaty 6x60, a lot of flavor, and that's also, I think, a very interesting connotation to this because you're getting a lot of that filler in there.
Yes, yeah. The more filler you're going to get a lot more of that. The flavors you could get from the barrels. More tobacco.
Especially that mixture of the Pennsylvania broadleaf and the Corojo.
Yes, I completely agree.
So let's smoke through these a little more.
Sounds good.
All right.
So we're definitely into the second third of the cigar. We're working up towards the band. Flavor-wise, what are you getting?
I'm still getting a lot of that oaky, that sweetness. I'm getting zero spice to this.
Yeah, me too. It's been a mellow cigar all the way through.
Which is amazing for a Corojo filler.
Yeah, it definitely is. But all that time spent in the barrel, probably helped mellow it out.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting like a cherry wood flavor, as well.
Yeah.
And it's keeping that sweetness, definitely. But I'm also getting like more of an earthy tone as we work through the cigar. It's a good mixture of flavor.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So this cigar, smoking the 6x60. It's got a great color to it. It's kind of like a chocolate brown. The veins, they're there, but they're very faint.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty cigar, especially with the new bands that Camacho is doing now. They've got definitely a nice thick band. It's got a great color to it. It's got a little bit of gloss, some matte background to it. Really looks good on the cigar. This cigar also had a foot band.
Yes.
Which, I mean, just looking at the cigar is a beautiful presentation. It's something that
and I'm a fan of the foot band because, it keeps it from flaking up.
I agree. Especially a cigar like this where I actually had a little flake on the bottom of mine. You get the leaves got a little almost brittle, you could say, after all that aging they went through. But they're holding together. I'm getting good ash.
I'm not getting any tears in mine, too. That's another thing.
Yeah, I'm not getting any tears either. I have had a little bit of an uneven burn.
Yeah.
I've had to straighten the burn a few times, but it's kind of a wet cigar a little bit. It's more moist than a cigar you normally smoke, which probably has to do with the aging as well in the barrels. But it's kind of contributing to a slight uneven burn. But good plumage, good ash.
Very good plumage.
Yeah, the construction seems great.
Yeah.
It was a nice firm cigar. It wasn't too soft to touch.
Yeah. Camacho, definitely, they're doing a great job with this cigar. And that's the other thing. Camacho, they're going through kind of like a rebranding of their cigars. They have the new band. They're going through a couple different blends now. They're really updating the look and the feel of the company.
Yeah, and it's working so far. I've actually enjoyed what they've been doing. I myself was a little tired with Camacho and what they had out. They had going for them, and the stuff that I've had from them recently, I've really enjoyed.
Yeah. The interesting thing is the blends on the older cigars, like the Connecticut's and the Corojos, it's the same blend as before, but the updated color and the updated punch and we don't have the boxes, but the updated boxes really, I mean, it almost kind of like resuscitated the brand for me.
Yeah, when you walk into a humidor, you actually notice Camacho now, as opposed to before. I didn't really notice it anymore.
It kind of blended in with everything. Now it really stands out.
It does.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's smoke through these some more.
Sounds good. All right, so we're in the final third of Cigar. It's still enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been burning for a while now. We're
it's definitely a slow burner.
Yeah, we got a while to go to the end. It probably has something to do with the way that the cigar is pretty moist. It's burned a little more evenly as we've gotten out of the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I've still enjoyed it. Flavor wise,
right now I'm still getting a lot of caramel and that sweetness. Yeah. No spice the whole way through. It's been a very balanced. I don't want to say mellow cigar, but it's been more like a medium-ish.
Yeah, strength-wise, definitely medium. Little more maybe, but it's definitely close to a medium. It's very well balanced, like you said, all the way through. I've very, very much enjoyed the progression that I've gotten, even though it hasn't been too much of a progression of flavor, but it has grown a little bit. The bourbony flavor, I got a lot of that as we were smoking through.
Kind of died off a little bit.
But it was definitely there in the beginning, and I enjoyed it a lot. Especially if you like bourbon, you'll enjoy the cigar.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to see Camacho branch away from their completely Honduran grown lines.
Right. I mean, this one's a Dominican, and I think that has a lot to play in with the partnership between Camacho and Davidoff.
Right.
You're getting a lot more influence from that Dominican side of the fence now.
Yeah, Davidoff's all Dominican, Camacho's all Honduras, and
now you're getting like a little blend of the two.
It's nice to see Camacho actually do something away from their blends. They made good
Get
blends.
out of the comfort zone.
Right, exactly. It's nice to see something new.
Yeah, it's really an interesting dichotomy between the two brands.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Plus, I like actually using dichotomy in a sentence, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it's nice when it does make sense.
Exactly. So,
what's the price point on this game?
Price point for this thing, anywhere from 8 to 10. We elected to go with the larger size, the 6x60. So this one actually ran around 10. I think actually 10.5, but still, value-wise, it's a good cigar.
Yeah, I agree. Especially for something that's barrel aged, it's a little different. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a different smoke than you get from another $10 cigar.
Now, based on all that, what are you gonna rate it?
I'm gonna give it just above an 8, about like an 8.3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good. It was a well-balanced cigar, great flavors, good construction. The uneven burn didn't really bother me. It didn't really canoe or anything. It just was it kind of caught up with itself, which was okay. Decent ash, a little flaking, good plumage, great flavor.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good cigar.
I'm going to give it an 8.4. Just a bit higher. Just a little bit. Again, great flavor. The only thing, and this isn't really a fair assessment in my own opinion because we smoke a lot, the lack of complexity, I feel like it was a strike against it. With which a lot of people, they would like that.
Right.
But for me, it's just, I mean, it's a great cigar, great flavor, but it's just a little boring for me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I would say that you actually make a good point with that, because it being a barrel-aged cigar, it's almost as if you're drinking a bourbon. Like, I think almost like that would be what you're going for. So you sit back and you sip on a bourbon for a while, you sit back, you smoke the cigar for a while. I think this would pair really well with a bourbon as well, and I think that you enjoy that smooth flavor of the bourbon for a long period of time, no change.
Right.
With a cigar, you're usually looking for a change.
You're looking for a little more complexity.
Right. I think that this one actually works out well being this way.
Right.
I agree with you. I do like more complexity. But I think this one actually, just from the barrel aging and the selling point, you actually could work out being that consistent cigar.
Well, the interesting thing is, I guess I built it up in my head a little bit too much because I was reading off, the interesting blends with the fillers, and I was expecting a little bit more out of that mix.
Yeah. No, I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah. So, that's a good point. It's a good perspective to look at it.
I was sitting there going, oh, sweet, with the Pennsylvania Maduro and, the Corojo, I was expecting a little bit more of an interesting interplay between the two flavors, and I felt like, even though it was a great blend between the two, I mean, flawless in my opinion, matching those tobaccos, it didn't have that second tier of flavor that I was expecting as I kept smoking through the cigar, and I never got.
Right, yeah, and I think that second tier, because I didn't read up as much as you, I think that second tier that I got was that bourbon. So for me, I went in with a cleaner slate, what I was expecting.
Okay.
And I think that's I enjoyed I wasn't looking for the changes as much.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say you were disappointed. I'd say I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't.
You didn't know what you were not missing.
Right. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep. Exactly. So
right.
overall, good smoke.
Yeah. If you guys have any comments, any questions, anything you'd like us to review, let us know. We will get to it. I promise.
Yeah, it might take us a little while.
It might take us a video or two, but we will definitely get to it. We love suggestions, and we have an infinite idea of what we can smoke, so we like suggestions. It helps us narrow stuff down.
It does, yeah. And you can always throw a suggestion up on any of our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Like our pages.
Yep, like our pages, follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.